Okay.
I stopped my sharing.
Okay, right.
So how do you proceed, sir?
I'm
You can-
proceeding.
Yeah.
Just I'm sharing the screen.
Thank you
first.
very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Could you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see, sir. We can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, all the students. Good
Very
evening,
good
all
evening,
of
sir.
you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So it is
Good evening,
great.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. It's
Good
great to
evening,
be with
sir.
all of you for this special session. It is just before your exam. And here I'm there to share with you some last moment tips so that whatever effort so far we have made in preparations, so let it result in some positive result. So there are certain important points. I think we can note down those action points when we write the exam or when we do some more preparation during the leftover period. Now, I think we have only 3 to 4 days for advanced bank management and 10 days time for BFM, then another 7 days for the elective paper. So when we talk about writing the exam, the first thing is the time management part. For better time management, to be systematic, your time should be segregated into 3 parts. So broadly, these 3 parts are a time slot of 35 minutes, a time slot of 55 minutes, and a time slot of around 30 minutes. Individual participants can make little changes in these time slots also. Now, this 35, 55, and 30. So how do we broadly distribute this? So this 35 is basically for those questions which we know very well. This 55 is about those questions which are lengthy questions, or we have some confusion about these questions, or they are very lengthy questions and they are likely to take a little more time. And the remaining 30 is for those questions which we do not know at all. Either we could not read that topic, or we read this topic, but because of heavy syllabus, we cannot cover it. So it could be any reason. So you have to broadly in your mind segregate the time like this. Now, first of all, you have to attempt those questions which you know without any stopping anywhere. So you start with question number 1, go to question number 2, 3, 4, 5. Not necessarily while attempting, you have to follow the sequence. Whatever question you know, question number 1 you know, you do it quickly. Question number 2 you do not know, do attempt it. Go to question number 3, go to question number 4. So whatever question you can attempt, so you should continue attempting those questions without stopping anywhere, because ultimately during these 35 minutes, our aim should be to at least do 35 questions, and it is not very difficult. If you understand the subject, if you understand those questions, then in 35 minutes, it is not very difficult to have 35 questions, very much possible. And we are not to stop anywhere. So this is our first approach. This is very, very important so that we are able to manage our time well. So once we are through this, then what should be there? Numerical questions, case study questions, these are not to be attempted in the first attempt. When we write here number 2, the first attempt, these questions should not be in the first attempt. So they should be covered in the 55% time. So this is our second priority. Now these numerical questions, case study questions, so far preparation is concerned, we should be very well prepared through case study questions. Because so far you might have done so many case studies, but now it is the time that you should attempt more case studies. Case study is one area which brings a lot of clarity. And that clarity helps us to score better, manage our time better, and score better. Not only respect of a bunch of questions in the form of case study, but individual questions also. The best method to understand CAIIB and this CAIIB both papers is to focus on case studies. Now, fourth point here, read each question carefully until understanding it properly. Over the last more than 30 years, what I have been able to observe based on the feedback which is given by our students, a normal student normally is attempting the questions and doing 5 to 6 questions wrong, about which he was very sure that he can do it correctly. Either he did not read the question properly, or he did not read the options properly, and as a result, question he could very easily attempt to be correct, but his correct question attempt was incorrect. 5 to 6 questions, that is general with most of the students. If we are able to manage this part well, number 4, it is better to attempt 2 questions less, but whatever we attempt, that should be after proper reading of the question, after understanding it, after reading all the options. You have enough time if you follow the systematic approach. So point number 4, very, very important to have the good score. Now, what is at point number 5? Let us see. As I said, read all options carefully to distinguish one from the other. Many times, the options are quite closer to each other. To have proper distinction between what is in the one option, what is in the other option, the proper reading of the options is also equally important. Not only question as number 4, but options also according to number 4, number 5. No, number 6. Please do not get stuck up. So if you don't know the answer to some question, if you have some confusion, what you have to do? So you have to mark it down. This is something very important, point number 6. So if you don't know question number 3, mark that you could not do question number 3. If you could not do question number 9, mark that you could not do question number 9. It will save you a lot of time, because subsequently, when you reach number 100 and then you come back, which question is left over, then this helps to a large extent. It saves you a lot of time. Hence, this must be done whenever you are attempting the question, must note down the question number and then proceed further as per number 2. Now, number 7, after attempting all known questions, go back to question according to number 6. Means we will go to those questions which are there at number 3, or we have noted down at number 6. So we have a lot of time to do those questions. 55 minutes are available with us, very much available, if you manage your time properly. So we will be able to do these questions quite comfortably during this 55 minutes period. Then number 8, attempt those questions about which you know it little bit or has confusion. So that again will be part of this 55 only. You will be attempting those questions about which you had some doubt, or you had some confusion, or you were stuck up between 2 options. So if you are stuck up between 2 options, you are very clear about which option you should go for. Always try to go for that option which came to your mind on the first time. It is research based. So when you come up before 2 options and out of total 4, you simply rule out the 2 options and you are clear that only these 2 options have the answer. Still, out of those 2 options, if you are not clear, go for that one which you thought it is the first one. Now, the last point I will say, the last point is unknown questions. What to do these with unknown questions? So for unknown questions, we have these 30 minutes. Now, how to mark these unknown questions? For this purpose, I have provided a full-fledged video. This is reference to this video. You can simply have a snapshot of this part. You must watch this video. Simply watching this video, it is possible. You may get some 7 to 8 or up to 9, 10 marks without any difficulty. If you simply follow this video, you must watch this video. Already about 50,000 people, they have seen this video. So you must see this video. It will definitely help you to attempt unknown questions about which you don't know the answer. I've explained everything there in those videos, how you should go about it. And many of these points from point number 1 to point number 8, I have also covered in that video. Now, broadly, this is what you have to do. Now, another important point, this is when you are in the examination. But now you have some time left for examination. For that, what to do? What should be our preference right now for preparation? Two things you have to focus on during these days. So these two things are, number one, it is case studies. So if you have attempted already many case studies, that is wonderful. If you have not done many case studies so far, then focus on practice on case studies. This will greatly help you. And secondly, memory collected questions. So memory collected questions which appeared in the previous years, maybe advanced bank management, maybe bank financial management, maybe retail banking, maybe risk management. So at least try to do memory collected questions of 2 to 3 years. There was only one exam in 2021. I think there were again one exam or two exams in 2020.
Yeah.
There are proper 2 exams in 2019.
Mhm.
So roughly there are 4 to 5 exams. The memory collected questions along with the case studies, you should try to do that. In case you are not able to find these questions from any place, you just go to our app. I have given this ready reference of our app. You can just go to our app, enroll yourself in the course. You must do it. You have 3-4 days for EBM. You can very much do it. For BFM also, you will be having few days. You can do it. For retail also, you will be having few days. Definitely, this is going to help you, because once you start doing the MCQs, you exactly come to know what type of questions from which chapter, from which sub part of which chapter questions have been repeatedly asked. So this is the right time you should go for MCQs. So broadly, this is a strategy I would like to suggest to all of you, because I suggest the same strategy to my students also, which are normally coming to my YouTube channel every day morning. So you people are also invited. If you are not coming to my YouTube channel every day in the morning, I have a class at 7 a.m. in the morning. You can do that class. Right now, we are doing a revision for EBM, and it is free of cost, absolutely no charges. So broadly, that is what I wanted to share with you. Now, it is possible you have some questions. If you have any questions, I'm there to help you. Yeah, your questions.
Good evening,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, Toor Sahab. You have precisely pointed out how they should manage time, how they should attempt the questions. It's a great input for them. If candidates, if you have any points to be discussed, please feel free.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, this is Tribhuvan Singh. I am from Delhi, sir.
Right, Tribhuvan.
Sir, this morning class you are talking about, it is to be joined through your app, sir?
No, you simply go to YouTube, /N S Toor. You will reach our channel.
Okay,
And
sir.
in the channel, you can simply see the icon for live class at 7 a.m. sharp. You can come there. You can enjoy the class free of cost.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
And this invitation, it is also for other students.
Okay. Sir, in HRM, a lot of case studies come. They
Yeah.
often have the doubt because there's nothing specific about these case studies, and each answer may look relatively similar or connected, everything. Okay. Any hint on that, sir? HRM.
Yeah, HRM, it's quite important. I see last time also in last exam, September exam, there were, I think, 2 case studies, or there were 3 case studies from HRM part.
Yeah.
I have gone through all the 3 case studies. In our MCQs, we have covered those 3 case studies also. In past also, I have been seeing HRM case studies. One thing about HRM case study, again, it is same as in case of other module. That is, how sound is your conceptual knowledge?
Good.
If your concepts, particularly in your this module C, we are talking about. If chapter number 2, the development part, chapter 3, the implications of human behavior, chapter 4, chapter 5, particularly chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, these 4 chapters, most of the questions are coming out of this part. If your concepts are clear, only thing what they ask for, are you able to relate those concepts to the case study or not? If you are able to relate, absolutely no problem. They become very easy. Otherwise, they continue to be quite difficult as usual with most of the students. So primarily, your conceptual knowledge, it is all important there.
Thank you, sir. Another important aspect, most of the bankers are not strong in statistics and all. Then how, when they attempt this
No need to worry about statistics.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
The statistics part, at least the theory part, you should be clear, because what is the problem sum is the numericals.
Yeah.
I'm a statistician by academically, right? Even I feel hesitation in attempting the numericals sometimes. But if you are not comfortable in numerical, at least you should be comfortable with the theory. If you are comfortable with theory, at least at the most what will happen, 3-4 numericals or 4-5 numericals, they are not going to fail you at all.
Okay.
So there is no need to worry about those numerical from statistic part. Just focus on the theory in case you are not comfortable in numerical. But remember, if you are leaving something from statistics or say from module say B, then module A should be very, very strong. Module C should be very, very strong. Module D should also be very, very strong, because we cannot take a line that let us leave something from out of module D, let us leave something from module C. So once you start doing that, ultimately we end up with less than 50 marks. So you cannot leave everything from every module. If you are leaving something from some module, you should be strong first. You should be strong enough from some other module. Okay. Right?
As far as economic analysis is concerned, how far latest or what latest questions can come? All those that has come in September or up to December, any likely?
No. Normally, what is happening? You are talking about module A.
A module A.
So normally, what happens in module A last time? People, they were a bit confused because some of the question he picked up out of the updates.
Okay.
And people were not ready with updates.
Okay.
Although IIBF, they always say they are going to ask question from updates. Not only that, what I found, there were questions from their recorded video lessons.
Okay.
IIBF, they have recorded video lessons also, although they are not recorded the way they should be recorded. What they have done, they have created a PDF file and they put some software, and that software simply reading that. Okay. So out of that text also, there were some questions they had asked. Okay. So they are going a bit deep so far that part is concerned.
Okay. Okay.
Because of that depth problem, people found that the paper was quite tough. Okay. And when I was preparing, I was dealing with the MCQs, because large many students, they send me MCQs immediately after the exam. I really found it was tough, no doubt about it, compared to BFM. But if someone had gone through the updates and also those video lessons, it was not very difficult at all. It was not very difficult, although it was difficult. Okay. So those updates is the entire thing primarily. Okay. Right. Thank you. Any other thing?
Any friend, any participants, you have any doubts? This is the opportunity to ask, to find out. We have such a precious advice and a person who can help you on this. Anybody, please come up. Yeah, please. One more. Yeah.
Sir, how do we reach those MCQs for 19, 20, and 21, sir? Can you please explain again?
Or you can just go to our app, N S Toor app at Google Play Store, install in your system, and then go to store section. There you would find these MCQs. For the time, these are available only for ABM.
Right, sir.
For BFM, they're likely to be available in next 2 days.
So any registration is to be done for that?
Yes, you have to do it. That it is a paid product,
Okay, sir.
but it is very economically paid,
Right.
economically priced.
Right.
Yeah, anyone can very easily afford it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. We look forward in associating with you future years also. We'll be in touch with you, sir. We have Sri Krishna, sir. Anything to Sri Krishna, sir, Raina,
Yeah.
Dr. Agrawal ji, and Raina, Bharat Raina ji.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
from Sri Krishnan from speaking now.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot to Toor sir for being with us today and sharing his valuable inputs at this lovely junction. There are no words to describe because his presence itself has helped us to understand about the 9 lovely points which are very important for the candidates to pick up on. So thank you very much, sir. Nothing from my side to ask anything, and thanks a lot.
Dr.
And I once again request the participants to get the book, Handbook on Banking Information. Very lovely and lively book of N S Toor, which I am regularly following. In fact, to be more precise, for many years I have been reading it. So it will be useful at any part of time. Am I right, sir? Toor sir?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, Sri Krishna.
Dr. Agrawal ji, any word from your side? Agrawal ji and Bharat Raina are
Yes,
from
sir,
our PNB, sir.
Yes, sir. I am Mr. Raina. Hello.
Hello, Rena ji. How are you?
Sir, namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Nice to listen to you after a long time, sir. I have retired now from Punjab National Bank as
Okay.
chief manager. Yes, sir. So I was lucky to, sir, listen to you again for this, and you have really guided the people because one thing is that whatever the syllabus is, but the updates are equally important, which you have explained to the students. Really, your experience will help our institute with the institute for doing a good job for our candidates. Sir, really thankful to you for giving us a chance to listen to you.
Thank you,
So
Rana
nice
ji.
of you,
Thank
sir.
you.
So nice of you, sir.
Thank you, Rana ji. Thank you.
Agrawal ji, please.
Toor sir, good evening. I am
Good
K.
evening. Agrawal ji, namaskar.
मैं आपके क्लास दिल्ली में इन पर्सन अटेंड कर चुका हूँ.
Right.
हालांकि अब तो मैं रिटायर हो चुका पंजाब नेशनल बैंक से.
Right.
लेकिन ड्यूरिंग माय प्रमोशन अटेम्प्ट आई अटेंडेड योर क्लास इन पर्सन. और आज जो आपने टाइम मैनेजमेंट के बारे में या पहले कौन से क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने चाहिए, कौन से क्वेश्चन आप बाद में अटेम्प्ट करें, और डू नॉट गेट स्टक इन, ये बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो बहुत ही बेहतरीन हैं सभी CIB के और JIB के स्टूडेंट सभी के लिए.
Yeah.
It was a real pleasure listening to you.
Thank you, Agrawal ji. Thank you.
और मैं आपकी जो बुक है, हैंडबुक फॉर बैंकिंग इंफॉर्मेशन, इसका एक रेगुलर आपका स्टूडेंट हूँ आज भी. और जो भी हम लोगों का बैंकिंग कैरियर है, कम से कम दिल्ली के तमाम मेरे साथी लोग हैं, सभी आपके क्लासेस अटेंड कर चुके हैं कभी ना कभी.
Right.
So thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you also. Any candidates, anybody to want to talk or anything, please?
Sir, can a case study or MCQ whichever is better for exam, sir?
Pardon?
Sir, आपने बताया था केस स्टडी और MCQ में, तो दोनों बराबर परचेज करो और MCQ?
No. At this moment, because you don't have much time.
Yes, sir.
So it is better you focus on MCQs.
Okay,
because
sir.
in MCQs also we have covered many case studies, but try to complete it.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Now there is shortage of time. That's why.
But yeah, that is the problem. That is the issue.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Toor Sahab, on
Thank
behalf of all our candidates and faculty. Princey, you are there. Can you? She is taking HR for our candidates. Princey, you are there. She's not there, I think. Okay. So, Toor Sahab, thank you very much. Any candidates? Can anyone come forward and express vote of thanks to Toor Saab, who was with us, gave us so valuable inputs within a short time. I called him today morning. Within 5 minutes, he expressed his desire to come and talk to you. So, Trubhanji, can you just?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not, sir? It's my pleasure and proud, sir. Sir, very good evening to sir.
Very good evening.
Sir, it was really a pleasant moment, and rather it was a surprise for us that you are coming to attend this one of our sessions for guiding how to attempt, because I only requested Ajay sir, please tell us something about how to attempt, because whatever you prepare, if your attempt is not good, things may not fall in the way you want to.
Yes, yes, that is correct.
I know that to attempt is the most important last moment part, which we had to do it in a systematic way. I had already attended one of your video, which you have referred right now, unknown questions, regarding unknown questions.
Right.
That I have already attended. And sir, I'm following you almost 40 years. I'm 61. I'm the moment I joined the bank, I'm reading your books, and I'm a great fan of yours. I have been to Chandigarh to your academy as well, taking my daughter along with me. So, sir, it was a really after retirement, I'm attending the CAIIB classes because I thought I must complete it right now. At least it was left out somewhere.
Okay.
And sir, it was really valuable sessions which you have given. I think it is going to be useful for everyone. So I express my sincere thanks on behalf of all the students here in VRDDHI, and great thanks coming from the core of our heart, sir.
Thank you.
Princey, are you there? Princey, you are there? Hello. Can I hear Princey? You are left. Okay. No issues. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Toorji. Thank you very much for being with us. It was a very golden opportunity for all the candidates.
Thank you all the faculty and all the students, and have a good time. Good evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, good evening,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Nayanji, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Bye to all.